Welcome to Across the Globe. Today we will learn about creating and naming objects. In programming languages like Python, objects are created to store and manipulate data. Objects are instances of classes, which act as templates for creating objects with distinct characteristics and functions. Naming objects is crucial for easily identifying and utilizing them in our code. For example, in a banking application, we may have objects named account or transaction to represent account details or financial transactions, respectively. This naming convention helps in organizing and managing the code effectively. Objects in Python are instantiated by invoking the constructor method of a class. To create an object of a class, such as person in Python, you need to define the class with the class keyword and its constructor method init. The constructor method initializes the object's attributes. For instance, the following code creates an object of the class person named person1 with the attribute's name as Alice and age as 30. Python class person def init self name age self.name equals name self.age age person1 equals person Alice 30. In this code snippet, the person class is defined with the init method that sets the name and age attributes of the object. The object person1 is then created by passing the values Alice and 30 as arguments to the constructor method. This concept of creating objects from classes is fundamental in object-oriented programming and allows for the creation of multiple instances of a class with different attribute values, enabling better code organization and reusability. Naming objects in programming is crucial for code readability and maintainability. It is advisable to use descriptive names that accurately convey the purpose of the object. For instance, instead of naming a variable x, opt for a name like total sales amount for better understanding. In Python, two common naming conventions are camelCase and snakeCase. Camelcase starts with a lowercase letter, and each subsequent word begins with a capital letter, like total sales amount. Snakecase uses all lowercase letters and separates words with underscores, like total sales amount. When naming objects, ensure to avoid reserved keywords and special characters to prevent conflicts and maintain code consistency. For example, do not name a variable for or include symbols like at or dollars in object names. Adhering to these naming best practices enhances the readability and maintainability of your code, making it easier for you and other developers to understand and work with the code efficiently. In real-world applications, objects are used to represent entities with attributes. For instance, a car object can have attributes like make, model, and year. In Python, you can create a car class with those attributes using the provided code snippet. The car class has an init method that initializes the attributes make, model, and year. By instantiating the car class with the statement my car equals car, Toyota, Camry, 2020, you create a specific car object named my car with the make as Toyota, model as Camry, and year as 2020. This exemplifies how object-oriented programming allows us to model real-world entities like cars in a structured and intuitive manner, facilitating effective and organized code design. Creating and naming objects is like buying and labeling jars for different types of ingredients in a kitchen. Just like how we give names to different jars to easily identify what is inside, in programming, we create objects and give them names to easily refer to them in the code. For example, we can create an object called fruit basket to hold different types of fruits in a program and refer to it by its name whenever we need to access the fruits inside. Hey, code conquerors! Ready to level up? With TechLearn ATG, showcase your skills with official course certificates. Just visit our site and start. Need that extra boost? Get tailored learning, 24/7 support, and expert guidance. Coding smarter, growing faster, and making learning fun. Go to our website across the globe, www.atg.world. In this R code snippet, we are creating an object named fruit basket using the list function. This object is structured to hold different types of fruits, apples and oranges, each with specific varieties. The fruit basket object is designed to be accessed using the $sign notation, where we specify the key corresponding to each type of fruit within the object. For example, fruit basket apples will return a vector containing the types of apples in the fruit basket. By accessing fruit basket doll oranges, we retrieve a vector containing the types of oranges present in the fruit basket. This code snippet demonstrates the concept of creating and naming objects in R, where objects act as containers to store and organize data. In the context of fruits, the object fruit basket mimics a physical container like a jar that holds specific categories of fruits, making it easier to manage and access the stored information. One industrial example of creating and naming objects is in the field of inventory management. For instance, a retail store might create an object called inventory to hold information about the products it carries, such as item names, prices, quantities, and suppliers. By naming and organizing their inventory data in this way, the store can easily access and manipulate information as needed for operations such as restocking, pricing, and reporting. Another real-world application is in data analysis and visualization. Data scientists often create named objects to store and analyze data sets, results of statistical models, or visualizations. By assigning clear and descriptive names to these objects, such as customer data, linear regression model, or sales chart, they can improve the readability and maintainability of their code. This practice not only makes it easier for the data scientists to work with the data, but also facilitates collaboration with team members who may need to review or build upon their work. When creating and naming objects in industrial settings, it is essential to follow best practices for clarity, consistency, and efficiency. By adopting a systematic approach to object creation and naming, organizations can streamline their workflows, enhance communication among team members, and improve the overall quality of their products and services. Keep learning, stay curious, and I'll catch you in the next video.